Please join in Gasho. This passage from the Jodo Shinshu founder Shinran Shonin's writing Shoshin Nembutsuge, hymn of the truth entering heart and Nembutsu. The right of compassion that grabs us, illumines and protects us always. The darkness of ignorance is already broken through. Still the crowds and the mess of greed and desire, and anger and hatred. Cover as always the sky of true and real shinji. 阿弥陀仏の光明はいつも衆生を収めとってお許しくださる。すでに無明の闇は晴れても、むさぼりや怒りの雲や霧はいつも誠の信心の空を覆っていると。ナマンダ仏、ナマンダ仏、ナマンダ仏。Hello, everyone. It's the third month under the shelter-in-place order of the COVID-19, but our Sangha has still pulled through together to continue our services online. I really appreciated the giving this opportunity to us to stay connected. I'm sure we all miss spending time together as family and friends, but these meetings are still a great opportunity to meet and sharing our thoughts and emotions, especially in this difficult situation. I'm sure we are all having a difficult time this week with the terrible incident that happened in Minneapolis. We are all experiencing frustration, anger, and sadness. It is very difficult to understand why terrible tragedies such as this one continue to happen. A life taken cannot take back. Today, I am going to share a story from the oldest children's book of India. It's called Panchatantra. As many of you know, I grew up in the Jodo Shinshu temple in Japan. First, I'd like to show you some pictures of my family temple in Fukuoka. This is the temple. This is entering gate. If you walk through this walkway, you can go inside of the main hall. It's called Hondo in Japanese. This is a picture of inside of the main hall, Hondo, as they conducted one of the main yearly service, Hoonko, Jodo Shinshu's founder, Shinran Shonin's memorial service in January. In front of the members, there is the main altar. It's called Naijin in Japanese. There is also a statue of Amida Buddha, the scroll of the painted pictured scroll, the Shinran Shonin, Renyo Shonin, and the Prince Shotoku, and the other scrolls of 7 masters of Jodo Shinshu teaching. The other table and the candles are shiny with the gold to represent the Amida Buddha's light from the Pure Land. This is this entire order showing the Pure Land, the Gokuraku Jodo. On the side of the bowl and the tables, you can see the carved arts of birds and flowers. This is a picture of the front main table, Maejoku, in Japanese. It has some carving of 6 birds and beautiful flowers. That if you take a look closer, you can see the very detailed artwork of the birds. There are 6 birds appearing on the side of the table. In one of the 3 major sutras of Jodo Shinshu, the Mida Sutra, the 6 unique colored birds appeared. These are all those the picture, the 6 birds. The white bird is a swan, the peacock, kujaku, and omu, the parrot, and then shari. Shari is a singing bird. And then there are two strange looking birds, Gariobinga. The bird has the human head. And then also another one is Gumyocho, the bird with two heads. So they are looking a little bit different and strange, but they are beautifully flying in the Pure Land. So that story I will share today is about one of these birds, the Gumyocho, the bird with two heads. In the beautiful world of Pure Land, there is a beautiful bird called the Gumyocho. The bird is quite different from any other birds. The bird has one body, which is shared among two heads. They fly beautifully in the sky now, but it is said they have not always been this way. This is a story about the bird, Gumyocho, and before they were born into the Pure Land. A long, long ago, there was a two-headed bird living under the snowy Himalaya mountains. One of the heads was named Garuda, and the other one was Upa-Garuda. When this bird with two heads, the Gumyocho, the bird, wished to sleep, the heads would take turn and keep a watch out for the other. If Garuda slept, then Upa-Garuda would watch, and so on. Although they would usually cooperate, this was not always the case. They would fight frequently among anything. Once one said, "I'm hungry, let's go get some food." While the other said, "I'm thirsty, let's go to the pond." "Why do you always disagree with me?" "You can't say that. You're the one who disagreed with me all the time." And they would fight, and then they hurt each other with their beaks. One day, while Garuda was watching and Upa-Garuda was asleep, Garuda found a red golden fruit. The Garuda thought, "I should share this sweet fruit with Upa-Garuda. We sometimes argue with each other, but I know he is nice bird, and I can live because of him. Oh, but he is deeply asleep. Maybe he wants to keep sleeping. Even if I eat this fruit by myself, it will go to the same stomach anyway. We will still be able to enjoy the fruits together." And so Garuda ate the fruits while Upa-Garuda was still asleep. It was the best tasting fruit he had ever tasted. When Upa-Garuda woke up, he felt a tasty flavor in his stomach and asked Garuda, "Did you eat anything in my sleep?" Garuda replied, "While you were asleep, I found a very sweet and tasty fruit. I didn't leave a single bit because I thought you'd like them too." Upa-Garuda became very angry. "I wanted to taste it myself. Now my stomach is full and I can't enjoy eating anything." Their relationship continued to get worse from the moment Garuda was sad he ate the fruit for Upa-Garuda, and then he wanted his friend to enjoy the fruits too. He tried to explain, but Upa-Garuda was too angry to even try to understand. Then Garuda got angry out of frustration and misunderstanding. They stopped taking turns sleeping too. Upa-Garuda's anger increased every day until one day he decided that he was going to kill Garuda. "I will eat the poison fruit, and because we share the same stomach, he will die. I must think of plan." One day, Upa-Garuda said to the Garuda kindly, "My friend, I am so sorry that I've been so angry about such a small thing for such a long time. I just realized that my friendship with you is much more valuable than that." Garuda said, "I am so glad to hear that from you. I've been sad and lonely, even though we are always so close to each other, Upakarda said. Good, here. Let's take turn watching again, and I will watch for you while you sleep. This made Garuda very happy, as he said, "Oh, thank you, Upakarda. I will take the rest first." And he fell asleep. Upakarda thought, "What a stupid bird. He doesn't know what's going to happen while he's asleep. If he dies, I can live all by myself without any frustration for the rest of my life." Upakarda smiled and then ate the poisoned fruits. "This is because of what you did to me. You ate all of my precious fruit without leaving me a single piece." Upakarda was full of anger, and he had not realized that eating poisoned fruit would kill Garuda, but it would also kill him. After a while, Upakarda's body started to hurt terribly, and just as he lost consciousness, Upakarda whispered, "What have I done?" But it was too late. Buddha was watching the incidents from Pure Land and came down to talk to Upakarda. "Upakarda, you are going to die. Is there anything you want to say?" "Yes, Buddha. I am so stupid and selfish. I always believed that I was right, that I was better than the other head Garuda. But I just realized that I was only alive thanks to him. But it is too late though." "Upakarda, it is not too late. You have just found the truth," Buddha said. "I will take you to Pure Land, and you will teach how important it is to care for each other with compassion to every living thing." This is Gokuraku Jodo, Pure Land, and then you can see the bird Gumyocho, the right there, flying beautifully. Our world, this is the end of the story. Our world is just like this bird. We do have individual heads like the bird, but our bodies are connected. And we all suffer equally because of these three poisons. Tongyoku, Shin'i, Guchi, greed, anger, ignorance. Every living thing has had these three poisons, and they were the case of dukkha, suffering, pain, unsatisfactions. The three poisons are represented to the center of wheel of life as a pig, a bird, a snake. We are part of this wheel and cannot avoid them to live. We are all Bombu, foolish being, just as Shinran Shonin said himself. He called himself foolish Shinran, Gutoku Shinran. But it is difficult to realize this truth on your own. We get stuck with these three poisons all the time, but hard to see, these poisons have never go away from us. This is another story. This is my story. Our family went to Puerto Rico on the last spring break, right before the shelter in home order started. When we arrived there, that things were completely normal, but on the third day, long lines started to form in the grocery stores when I went to. We checked the local news and we found out they were going to shut down everything starting the next day. So we stayed at the rented house. It was not a hotel. So we need to buy and stock necessities on our own. The stock of the toilet papers and soap was short. I went to 3 stores to finally find some hand soap at the third. So when I was standing there, there was only 2 bottles of soap left. And then 3 people, including me, were standing in front of the rack, all wearing the same thing. Now, none of was able to reach for the soap right away. And I had to think, I have to get one. I have to get one for both myself and my family. I have to protect my family. After a period of the world silence, one lady walked away from the rack without taking any soap. So I didn't have to fight to get one. At the right moment with the soap, I was not able to think about other people. I heard a horn on the top of my head, just like a Myokonin Saichi. So the person that at the last service, the Reverend Brian Nagata talked about. So this is human being. We can do anything to protect myself, my family, and friends. We are all human beings, can be an evil, has horns anytime, instantly, immediately. People are saying, shikata ga nai in Japanese. That's the way it is. The police officer kills. The police officer thinks himself he did the right things to do in Minneapolis. He protects people. That's the way, that's his way. It is shikata ga nai. That's the way it is. Is it the right thing to do, hurting people because of shikata ga nai? That's the way it is. We all human beings and equal. Some people cannot see the way. Human beings are not able to see what's going on, the behind. People crying, hurting, suffering. We all human beings are equal. The police officer thinks he's protecting people, but he doesn't see he's hurting people. Why the things look so complicated? Because we all human beings are easily to lose the right view. Shoken in Japanese. Because if we think we do have it, we do have right view, we usually don't have it. We just trust it. This is the right view under our conditions. This is just watashi no tsugo in Japanese, my conditions. I can hurt people because I protect my people. It is almost impossible to realize because we don't have enough strength to see, or we don't want to hear the wake-up call. We need Amida's teaching. And Amida's teaching gives us strength to accept who I am. If we want to survive from the sickness, we need medicine. If we want to get over COVID-19, we need a new vaccination. If we need to see the truth, we need to receive the strength. How we can receive the strength? We need a nutritionally balanced diet. This is how Amida Buddha's primary vow works for us. So nutrition facts. This is an image that Reverend Kawahara from Center of Buddhist Education created for his class of the Minister's Assistant Training. So this nutrition fact said, facts read, free from gas, G-A-S. Greed, anger, stupidity. The Nembutsu teaching gives us strength to accept who we are now. This is the function of Buddha's primary vow, how Pure Land is working to us. The light from Pure Land shines you as you are, shines us, shines every living thing who they are, equally. The shining on the ignorant of the world. This is her to be in human life. This is her to be in human life, but it is hard to realize it because it is difficult to hear the Buddha's teaching, because we have gotten tangled, three poisoned, greed, anger, and ignorance. And even we don't say yet. Amid the Buddha's light, the light shines you to see, give you a strength who you are. Just reciting the Nembutsu, calling Amida Buddha's name, and it's already there, working for us. This is Tariki, other power. Namo Amida Butsu is also translated to thank you, Buddha, appreciation for being who you are, and calling of us to come as you are. It's Amida's Buddha's primary vow that is working to us continually and endlessly. Each of us needs to find our sense how the Pure Land is working to us here, now, in everyday life. This is the Jodo Shinshu practice. I'd like to close with another passage from Shoshinge, Hymn of the True Interesting Heart and Nembutsu. Please join me, Gasho. 阿弥陀成仏のこの方は、今に実行を経たまえり、発心法輪極もなく、世の猛妙を照らすなり。阿弥陀 has passed through the 10 kalpas now, since realizing the Buddhahood. Dharma bodies we of rights without boundary, the shining on the blind and ignorant of the world. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you.